In this video, we're going to take a look at the kindergarten standard for counting and cardinality, number 4. The big piece with this standard is that students are building an understanding of this relationship between numbers and their quantities. And as they begin to develop this understanding in this relationship, they're able to connect counting to cardinality. So there's two things that we really want to make sure that we're looking for as students are working towards this standard. The first is one-to-one correspondence, where each number name is assigned to one object and only one object. The other is cardinality, where students understand that the last number in the count sequence tells the number or quantity that was in the set just counted. Let's take a look at what this could look like with the number 7. So as students are beginning to build an understanding of the number 7, we want to make sure that they have this understanding of rote counting down, where they're just counting out those number names in order and in sequence. Then as students begin to solidify their understanding of rote counting, they begin to attach that rote counting sequence to objects. And it's here where students are beginning to develop one-to-one correspondence or tagging. And then as students are counting out these objects, they begin to build this understanding of how that last number in the count sequence, and when they're tagging it to an object, it really tells the quantity in the set. And that is cardinality. So let's take a look at what cardinality is not and how you could assess this idea.
So, Crosby, tell me how many are in there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So how many are in there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
How many are in there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7.
Oh, nice! So how many are in there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, that's awesome! So how many are in there?
You can't say it all.
Awesome, buddy. Thank you.
It doesn't matter how many times I ask how many, this young man doesn't have this understanding of cardinality. He doesn't know that the last number in the count sequence, when we're tagging, tells the quantity that's in the set. When I kept asking how many, he sees how many as an action. I'm telling him to physically tag and place numbers next to objects. He doesn't see it as a question of how many are actually there together. So there's a great activity in our frameworks called the Cardinal Cup. So we took this activity where students go ahead and count out objects, place them inside a cup, and then we remove the cup from them, and students have to retain the last number that they placed inside the cup and identify how many objects are in there. So we did the Cardinal Cup with this young man for some time, and after some repeated practice, this is the result.
Hey, Crosby.
What?
What are you doing, buddy?
Playing Legos?
You're playing Legos?
Yeah.
Nice. You tell me how many people you have over here? Can you count for me?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.
How many people do you have over there?
6.
How many?
6.
Hey, Crosby, how many people do you have over here?
6.
Yeah, buddy. Nailed it.
So there you have it. We've talked about this whole idea of one-to-one correspondence or tagging, and the idea that cardinality means the last number in the count sequence describes the quantity in the set. The one part that we haven't discussed yet is this third element, and it's that students should understand that each successive number name refers to a quantity that is one larger. As students are counting, we want them to see that as their numbers increase, so too does the quantity that's in the set. Here we can see as students are counting up from 0 to 3, each time the number name changes, we add one more to the set. There's a whole lot happening in this standard. Let's make sure that we take our time because this understanding that students are building in CC4 is really important as they build this whole idea of unitizing in kindergarten and first grade.